Hello and welcome back to another video here for yet another league race, this time in the DGL Pro Series, I think it's called now. I'm at the Hungary ring this week, of course in Hungary, for the next round number something. I've lost track at this point how many rounds I've done in this league. I think it's like 20 rounds altogether, something like that. And this being round 14, I think. Anyway, we're still here, still leading the championship by, I think, 90 points coming into this race. I'm not too sure, but those eagle-eyed ones of you would have seen, without me mentioning it, that we have a wet race coming up, which is not fun at all. So anyway, I decided to go for a wet setup, which I thoroughly regret. You'll see why later on. As you can see now from qualifying, I'm absolutely nowhere. I have no pace. Yes, I set the purple lap, or the fast lap session initially. Spoiler alert, I was the first guy to set a lap in this session. I think, first or second. You see, you're currently down in P11, but then you get up to P14 by the end of that outlap, as you're ready to come across the line to start the lap. Long run down towards the first corner. Glad we had no traffic as well, because that could have been really off-putting. Down through turn 1 again, I felt a lot better. I had woken up about 15 minutes before this qualifying session started. As mentioned in the video that was posted early today, the Salt Gang one. That was the end of my day. On the Saturday, this was kind of the start of my Sunday technically, despite it being on a Saturday. You see, we found 2.5 cents in the first sector, pretty much just from actually driving properly. Come through the middle side of chicane as well. I thought this lap was actually a lot better. Felt a lot of improvements. Felt a lot cleaner as well, to be honest, a lot smoother. You can see we've gone purple in sector 2. Of course, having a wet setup, we have very good downforce. The aero is also up there, we just severely lack anything else. I think I saw later on, we're running like 7 on the front wing, which is absolutely just insane.
We're expecting rain in around 10 to 15 minutes.
As we come around the final corner and across the line, you can see it's only P9. We find a second on our time, but it is P11 at the end of that, and my championship rival, P2. You may think, oh, the gap's 90 points, you know, you've got this in the bag. I really don't. Zero, is it? I can't remember what his esports team is now. There goes Vapor. Vapor Zero, very quick. I could not beat him in a head-to-head fight. I think he's the favourite for the championship still, despite the gap. As you can see now, it is going to be full wet tyres for the start of this race, as well as drying up towards the end. Once again, the weather not very happy with me, or just not liking me. As the fire lights come on, very short pause, and we get pretty much quite a good run, to be honest. We're now ahead of Smithy, so we've got him off the line. You can see Grayson in the mirror there on the right. We broke very early into turn 1, just a couple cars behind, pretty much just sending it. I keep the car on the track and then get absolutely kamikazed by Jack. So that was annoying. At the time I thought he just completely dive bombed me. I've seen the replay of it now. It wasn't as much of a dive bomb, but it still looked a little bit reckless, but we got away with it. The wing is damaged, which we don't fix at all. So we run it till the end of the race. You can see still P13, so we've lost 2 positions at the start there. Very cautious, of course, through turn 4, lap 1, and it's soaking wet. As we now run it around the long right-hander. You see quite a few other guys ahead are struggling a little bit. As Crossfire retires, he's gone over turn 4. Come through the chicane, you see Sniffy cuts to the corner, Jacob spins, which I see very late indeed. Just about avoid my teammate, who of course has scored a grand total of 0 points so far this season. And Renault are leading the constructors, so just going to put that out there for anyone that's interested. Replay of the start there, you can just see how kind of mediocre it is. That's the Wario holding the lead down towards turn 1, covering off, I believe that would be Snookster. in the Mercedes. Might have been Simba, I'm not entirely sure. You would have seen there Jack. The only reason he hit me is because he had a sudden stack of oversteer, which of course I didn't see at the time when racing. But the wing damage isn't too bad. Now I'm on to lap 4, getting ready for the safety car to come in. I do believe at the start of this lap, so you see we're P9 now, a couple cars pitted. You can see for some reason my throttle just wouldn't go down, despite me pressing it, like it wouldn't activate. So we lost a lot of time there. Adam probably got a little bit pissed off, which is fair enough. And then we come into the pit lane for intermediate tyres. Now you'll see here, watch the left side of the screen, Luke's red, he's gone past us, and he's already on into. So he pitted at the end of lap 3 for intermediates when he was still in the safety car.
Release.
And I remember thinking at the time, that is a bold strategy call. It worked out for him. As you'll see a little bit later on, but we have dropped to P15 now.
We'll be doing
we are on intermediate tyres.
One stop left in our strategy.
So we'll try our best to get a undercut on the guys on wet who haven't pitted yet. But as we come through the middle sector,
okay, the safety car is out. The
safety car is out once again.
We need to form up
I remember hitting something at this point. I was a little bit annoyed. I remember just thinking, come on guys, this is ridiculous at this point. We've had 2 safety cars in 5 laps and it isn't Monaco. As we come across the line of down to start finish straight, load of cars there get past us, so I decided to just back off here, not risk trying to get past Funky Fox because it would not have worked. We're up into P10, so we lost the position overall. No idea who it was to, but safety car definitely saved a couple of people there. 1 lap later then, that was of course was lap 6. Just now we're on to lap 7, so we're at the end of the next lap. And we're getting ready to go back to racing. Safety car is in the pit lane, waiting on Thomas, who I believe is leading. You see Wary there pulling into the pit lane as well as someone else. As we come around the final corner, you can see they kind of went, stopped, and then went again. You can see, I think Grayson hit back at me. Fox also hit me, or I hit him. But I understand what happened there. We have jumped a couple of positions, however. And we got past Trap during that mess. We tried to go around on the outside of Smithy. He was pushing me off the track, as I think that was Thomas from the lead off the track, and then someone else off on the left. I believe that was Jacob and Snookster. You might have seen from incidents reported after the race. As we come around turn 3, I couldn't go around the outside of Fox, and then there's a Ferrari literally sideways across the track, which again I didn't see until very late. I think that scared both Trap and myself. We just suddenly saw this Ferrari long ways across the circuit. We survived it, currently now out into P4 on lap 8. So the race at this point I thought it was going quite well. We had a little bit of damage from the first corner, but I didn't think it was affecting me too badly. Our pace at this point wasn't the best, I will admit that. I was struggling a little bit, as you can see. I can't keep up with Fox. I think that may be tyre temps. What I've noticed quite a few times is he's really good at warming his tyres up on the safety car. And then there's me, who just prefers the icicles, or at least you would think that. But it normally takes me a couple laps to actually get back up onto the back of him. As I said, P11 to P4 in 8 laps. Even though there was a load of carnage, I don't think it was too bad. And on to the end of the next lap. So you come up across the line, we do set the fastest lap of the race.
That was the fastest lap of the race.
Which kind of just helped our bids. Puts a little bit of confidence back into me that we actually do have some pace. Now on to lap 11. You can see at this point as well, he's been there pretty much since the restart.
Virtual safety car,
Luke has been leading the race. Zero couldn't get past him in these conditions, which is understandable. They are very difficult conditions. The virtual safety car came out for a reason that I don't know of. We head down the pit straight then for the restart, onto lap 12 now. You can see Luke actually got quite a good jump if you look at the mini map closely. Still leading, honestly, well done to him for his defence against the fastest driver here. But now you can see on to the end of, or towards the end of lap 14, Zero's got past, Fox just got past there into turn 12. Again, I thought I was sticking up the inside here, but then I thought that's not ending well for anybody. So with that, you'll also notice the rain has got a lot lighter. And now, as Jeff suggested, a new strategy. We're going to get a run here onto the back of Luke as we head down the pit straight. I didn't want to look at the strategy just yet, so I wanted to focus on getting the move done so I could catch back up on the Fox as soon as possible. You can see there the Mercedes of Simba, I want to say, got past got past Trap, but then was blocked by Luke, and Trap got back past him, and then contact between the two there, and that's actually one of them spinning. That's Luke, which I completely missed at the time. So that happened. You would have seen the strategy call was for slick tyres despite it was still raining, and this is where my race goes from kind of, you know, bad to good, and then to a lot worse really quickly. As you would have seen, soft tyres were selected. See a little bit of sideways movement there for Funky Fox into the pit lane, kind of blocking us off a little bit, but his teammate is ahead of him, so that stops him getting really anything done here. So I jumped in the pits. But you would have seen it would have been soft tyres, and we would have been going for an additional stop, going soft medium. Literally everyone else pitted for mediums at this point and went to the end of the race. Which I was thinking, I mean, I mean, you can somewhat blame the race engineer in this game, but then again you can blame myself for not knowing the tyres could make the distance. You can see now onto lap 25, I believe we're pitting this lap for another set of soft tyres. Wario was catching me very quickly indeed. You can see we used there our elite strategy for not getting a corner cutting warning or pen. So honestly, the tyres I think were 65 or 7%, on towards 70. Absolutely destroyed. I don't know what the tyre was like for the guys on mediums, as I said. I did soft, I did 10 laps on each, or like 11 on this set and then 10 on the next set, which we used as well. So one of the qualifying sets carried over into the race, which again didn't help the tyre wear. It kind of meant I had to start saving the tyres from lap 29 onwards till the end, so like 6 laps of tyre saving just to get to the end of the race. It was definitely not the easy challenge. There you can see for the first time, I think, showing you the wing damage that I had from the start. Of course that was caused by Jack, but no real hard feelings. There you can see a 6-second penalty. I believe that was for Smithy. He was having internet issues, so he was lagging in and out of the session, which helped me catch up to him, but as I said, due to my tyres, I physically couldn't push. I didn't want to in the earlier parts of the sim, simply a fear of getting a puncture at the end. I knew it would have been close on tyre wear. You can actually Trap right up behind me as well. He's caught, I think, 3 or so seconds in my last like 3 laps. I'm down towards turn, so I'll be a little look. I just park in the middle when he still hits me. I knew he had penalties as well, which is why I was just thinking to myself, I'm going to finish ahead of you anyway, mate, so just don't try anything. You can see Jeff was telling me to pit from, I think, lap 27. Pit for medium, so we decided against it, go all the way to the end in softs. I never normally would do that, but I was a bit fed up with this race, so I thought I'd hit the drive into the pit wall. Doesn't accomplish anything. You can see we do jump up to P5, so 10 points in the end. Zero of getting 25. Luckily Wario got the fastest lap, but championship is now 75 point gap. But that will be it for this abysmal race and video as well. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like and subscribe as well. Helps me out massively, as I say every day. Feel free to leave a comment as well on any suggestions you think you can have for me. Apart from that, we will see you tomorrow with the next video. See you then.